Yeah, medication, drugs, and all that sort of things. Yeah. I got on to. I'm trying to put it across without YouTube blocking me. Yeah. Um, I got on. I got involved with medication. Yeah. I've been out 2 or 3 days. I used to do it every week. Yeah, every week. Go out 2 or 3 days. Come back to Chiswick, my mate's house, Nobby Griffiths. Get involved there with my pals, and then go on. I had enough. Yeah, 2 or 3 days of it. I had enough. Yeah. And this particular time, I've been for about 2 days, and the guy came up to me and said, "Have a line, man." I went, "No, no, I'm not." He said, "Have one, come on. Just have one, liven you up a bit." I had one, and it kicked me back, yeah? And I thought, I loved it, you know what I mean? So every week I used to go, I used to always buy maybe two, to last me for a couple of days. And now I got quite addicted to it in a way, and I'd go home and I got my girl on it, my woman was on it, she started on it, and we were just having good times. And then I was buying more and more, and in the end, I got involved big time where I was buying big pieces of it, yeah, big boxes, and selling it, yeah, and getting big money out of it, and so I could just play with it as much as I want to play with it, just do what I want to do, yeah. And anyway, my girlfriend had had enough of my mood swings. I was also on the steroids. I was taking the roids, Deckers and all them sort of things, and testosterones. And I become more violent, more aggressive, shouting about the house, smashing things up, which is madness. She'd have enough, she'd gone. I'd get my mate over here and we'd be chucking it across the table, taking lines and this, that and the other, just, you know, and all of a sudden I went, no, this has got hold of me, yeah? And she come back, Danny, and said to me, look, I don't want to be with you no more. I can't handle the way your mood swings. You got to go. So I left the house and I went to Brentford. I got there, nice little place, 2 bedroom flat. And no, sorry, it was a single bedroom flat, but nice, done it really, really nice. I bought loads of mirrors and big mirrors from a mate shop around the corner, antique shop. Anyway, so like I was back on it, going to clubs, enjoying my life, yeah. And one night, I felt a bit lonely. I got on the phone to this girl. She came over, and we got involved with Charlie, and just had a good time. She called some mates over, and it was lovely, you know. And one day she said to me, "Look, I want to call one of my pals over, and her sister, and they're really nice, yeah." Okay. And she brought this girl over called Tamara, and she was lovely, man. Ex-runner. You can imagine she's fit as anything. And anyway, she come over on the gear, and all of a sudden she said, look, I want to bring someone over one day. And she brought this woman over. She come out of the lift in a fur coat. Under the fur coat was all red bars and pants and all that sort of thing. And she was absolutely stunning, man. And then we got involved, you know. My mate Compton, he got me more or less taking more coke, and I could really manage it. And anyway, she come over and they was talking, and he went, I'm just going to go out and we get something and come back. So he went out and come back, and he come back with some other stuff, put it on top of this bottle, and I went, what? He knocked me spark out, yeah? I went, Jesus Christ, what is this thing? What is this? And he told me what it was. All night we was on it, and they had to go early. They had to go. Well, I say go early. Around about 2 o'clock in the morning. They went. I went in. I was sort of laying in bed. She come back to me. This bird, this girl Ario. She come back. She was absolutely stunning, mate. You know what I mean? And she said, "Look, I'll come back." And she come back. I started seeing her regular. I got involved deeper and deeper and deeper into that drug, and then I was just every day. I was hiding the bottle in the pantry, taking it out, and then going it, doing the same thing. Constantly come over. He'd give me it in ash, and I'd put it on, and I just got out of hand. I was getting too much of it. I liked it too much. Got my girl over, her mates, there's 3 or 4 coming over. I was just enjoying my life, you know what I mean? And one day, I'd had a little tickle. I'd had a little few bob. I had about, 16 grand on me. So I phoned up Sam, I've got a few birds. I went to a place called the Radisson, Edwardian, a hotel by the airport. Went in there, a big suite, residential suite. And it was unbelievable, mate. And big bottles of champagne, massive, great big jacuzzi. Like it was too much, you know what I mean? It was all the birds in there, about 4 girls there, just enjoying myself, big bottles of champagne. I mean, that money went, I think, 14, I don't know, I'm not quite sure, I've done 16 grand, 14, 15 grand, I've done a lot of money, yeah, in 3 or 4 days. And I mean, I didn't smoke that myself. I mean, these girls were nicking it like this, kept nicking stuff, you know what I mean? It was like taking so much of hiding it here, hiding it there. Anyway, they all went. I had to get home. I had no money. Couldn't get a cab without paying the cabs up front. I had to walk from the skyline. The Radisson Edwardian Heathrow Airport. I had to walk from there, past the skyline, walk all the way home to my house in Acton, my mum's house, and stayed there. I was out my nut, mate. I was gone. I was like, different world, mate. And then all of a sudden, I'm getting deeper and deeper and deeper in it. Me and my girl, Ariel, she was getting a bit out of hand. She was, you know, to look after her. I was going down to see her, and we had a few rows. One day we had a really, really bad row, you know what I mean? And she had a Triumph Vitesse, a convertible, beautiful little car. A collector's items now, but in them days, a convertible one. And she wound me up, you know, when I lose my temper, I smashed all the car to pieces. Smashed it, wrecked it. Her sister's looking out the window, Tamara. I went, called them all the names out of the sun and run up the road. Tamara was going mad. She's called the police. I'm running, but Tamara is a long distance runner. Used to be a runner, right? And I can't get away from her. She's up my arse all the time. No matter where I go, she's behind me, yeah? So I run all the way to Southampton, and it's snowing, yeah? Ice everywhere. So I run up the hill, and she's called the old Bill of me, and the old Billy now chasing me, yeah? So I went up the hill and fell over, all the old Bill there, and now, the way I am is the way I am. You know, I can't help the way I am, you know what I mean? I don't like authority, anybody with a uniform, because of what happened to me as a child. But I found later on in my life that didn't happen to me from someone with a uniform. It happened to my uncle. So all the times that I've been in prison for hitting police officers and doing things like this, it was for no reason. I just had it in my mind that it was a police officer that done them things to me, but it wasn't anyway. So all the police apparently saw me, I flying around like nothing. I'm massive, yeah, flying around. Eventually they cuffed me up, took me to Acton police station. The girl that I was with, she knew that she'd done wrong, yeah. And that's why I smashed the car up. And she said, no, I'm not charging him, I'm not going to, nothing, let him go. And so they let me go, yeah. So I met her over at Acton Park, bought myself a bit of thing with her, sitting in these big huts, smoking. I said, look, what are we going to do, you know, this is ridiculous. She said, we'll work something out, you know what I mean? But I kept looking after her every day. I'd go out, you know, money was going, I had no money. My mum was getting sick and tired of the smell in the house where we creep through the back doors and all that, and over the windows and all that. She got sick of it. So, and just one day, you know, she said to me, look, I've got to go to America. And she was a top dancer and a top singer. And she's got to go to America with Whitney Houston and Bobby Brown. She's, seen her doing something with them, yeah. I said, oh, sweet. But when she went, she looked crisp, mate. She looked in business, you know what I mean? She was getting herself together week, 2 weeks off the crack, and she's just enjoying her life, yeah. I bought her some nice clothes, and she went to America. And when she was in America, she'd phone me up nearly every day, and all of a sudden the phone call stopped. I got a bit worried about her, and kept phoning, no phone calls coming back, and one day, about, 4 or 5 weeks later, she phoned me up and said, I'm coming back. Can you pick me up from the airport? So I went to the airport. When she got off the plane, she'd lost a lot of weight, really thin. Hair was in a bit of a bad way. She looked like a young man, like the way she was. I couldn't believe it. I said, you all right, babe? And she's in a bad, bad way. And when she got me back, we went back to a hotel, went to an hotel. And she said that Whitney Houston and that Bobby Brown took right liberties with her, doing things that I would never say on YouTube, yeah, but took liberties with her, yeah. And that really pissed me off more so than anything, that they could do that to her, yeah. And that made it worse, and she was more now addicted than ever before. So I was to buy loads and loads of stuff for her. And it was hard work because all my money had gone. And I wasn't with the company no more. They didn't want to know me because I was on the gear and all this, that and the other. So they all pulled away from me. So I'm by myself. So I thought to myself, I've got to start working. So I started doing bits of work, getting a few bob here and there, 4 grand, 5 grand, but going straight on the gear. I wasn't spending it on the clothes, I was just spending it on gear. You could do £1 a day, easy too. You could do more than £1 a day, yeah. But we was doing big bits, yeah. And everything was like, not sweet, but I was getting money. People were getting pissed off with me the way I was going, because I was doing silly things, and I was grabbing all the people, making them buy this, making them buy that, getting their watches, going down to King's Cross, going round by Bagley's, the Cross, all that going in there, bashing people up, nicking their money. It got to a stage that I was doing it all the time, and people were running from me, I was murder, mate. My head had gone. And one day I'm down the Cross, and something kicked off, bashed this guy up really bad, mate. So bad it was unbelievable, yeah. Just for a wallet of money, a bit of money, 50, 60 quid. It's got to stop, I can't keep doing this, you know what I mean? So I come back with her, we had a little smoke, got a bit more money, and she went to Sainsbury's, yeah? It was shut, and she got this big box. It was just a complete flat cardboard box, and she's done it all up and done it, put it together, and she sat inside the box in the middle of the Westway, smoking crack. I swear on my life. And I went, no, this is too much, I've got to stop it, you know what I mean? So one day, a pal of mine called me over. He went, look, there's a good bit of work here, mate. I've got a good bit of work if you want to look at it. So I went, yeah, go show me a bit, show me. So I went to this car phone warehouse, and they'd already gone for the wall. They'd gone for the wall at the back of the car phone warehouse. I said, look, there's this, that in there, and this, that in there, there's this in there. It's Keiko with phones. And I went, I want it, So they'd already gone for the wall. So these people, the wall been bricked up. This is about 4 or 5 weeks later that I've decided to do it, yeah. So I went to see some people, and they didn't like the people I was going to work with. They went, no, his geezer's no good, mate. Don't work with him, mate. He's no good. So I went to see another pal of mine. He went, listen, what are you doing? I told him, he went, I've got something for you. Come on and see me later. He said, you got any money? I said, no, I ain't got much money. He said, look, go and get yourself 1,500 quid and come and see me. I've got something you might want. When I got 1,500 quid, borrowed it. I said, I'll pay it back. Went to see my pal, and he had a load of custom excise and SO19 suits from SR19 and custom exercise that he got back out of a police van. Yeah, so I went, cool, that's the right thing. I went, yeah, do me, mate. So now I've decided for me to go in as SR19, and these other people are going as customs exercise, so they're going to go and rob it. And when you've got a lot of arsehole, believe me, when you think you're going to come with a lot of money and you want to get in it, you know, and you want to quit. And so what I've done, I've got a van, big van, I think about 7 tonne or something like that. Parked it up the top of the thing, but while the warehouse. Jumped in the back of the van. It's me smoking crack. Crazy. I could have done half ounce of crack. I ain't joking either. I'm going mad on it, yeah? I've got to be up my nut. There's no one there for the customs. Anyway, cut long story. Power comes up, get these people dressed up. We're going to go in there. I'm SO19, they're customs. So I'm walking in there. As I walk in there, they pull the shutters down. The lorry's gone in there, yeah? So I'm bashing on the corrugated sheet pulled down, and they've opened it up, the door, and there's this geezer, big paddy Irish geezer. He must be the floor manager. I said, look, custom excise, police officers would like to come in and check what a lorry just come in, this, that and the other. Anyway, went in there, the lorry, I said, get rid of the lorry, go on mate, you can go sweet, we'll check all the phones. I believe, it's me talking, I believe that all these phones you got are illegal. You've got 2-prong phones and you're going to change them to 3-prong phones. Something like that was doing anyway, you know. So I went, I've got these kids, I said, look, go upstairs and get the iDrive. They run upstairs dressed as customs exercise. I'm SO19 with a couple of people downstairs. And they've gone upstairs. I'm thinking they're taking the iDrive. And I'm there looking at all these phones. There's absolutely thousands of boxes of phones, not thousands, but phones. They've got a big, massive, great big container full of phones. So I'm saying we've got to get the lawyer in and we've got to load up. So I said to these people, this guy, this manager, floor manager, I went, mate. I said, no, I didn't say mate, obviously. I said, right, everybody here, there was a big wagon there, black wagon. I said, everybody here has got to get in that black wagon. We don't feel safe. So we cable tried every one of them for our safety and their safety, I'm telling them, yeah. So there's about 10 people on the floor. This manager, floor manager, he's cabled up. Now I've decided all these people have got to go. I want them in the black van. I want them in this big black massive van. I want them in there. That's the van they knew they used to deliver stuff. Now the manager, this geezer floor manager, knows now that we ain't old Bill. We ain't I'm not SO19 and these ain't old Bill, because why would they want to put us in their cable tied? So he comes over to me, snaps his cable ties. I couldn't believe it, mate. It's Irish geezer, just snapped. Come on, it's virtually impossible. Snapped his cable ties. Come over to me, look a lunatic, rushing over to me. I went crack. I had these big SO19 gloves on, which are leaded, all like little ball bearings, all in the knuckles, and on top of the side. So as he come, I said, whoop, bang, and as I've hit him, the jaw that I've hit him on's come out the side of his face. Come out. He's hit the floor, but I ain't bothered about the jaw coming out the side. I just want to hurt this geezer because he's come over to have a go at me. So I'm jumping on the floor, smashing him. He's sparkling, blood's pissing everywhere, right? All the people are screaming, shouting. So we're just loading up the van, the lorry, what we can. The guys from upstairs come down. They jump in the back of the van. While I go in the front, there's other guy, I'm driving. So now, they've called old Bill. All old Bill are outside by the gate. gates are shut, I'll build vans, everything. I've got this big motor full up with phones. What do I want to do? I want to get away, don't I? So I put my foot down, went straight through the thing. Vans and cars flying up in the air. It's not mad. Drove off. Do you know what? I'm surprised they didn't get a helicopter up there. They didn't chase me. Perhaps they thought because I was a nut. And what I've done, perhaps they thought, get him away. We'll find him later. We'll find him. You know. So when I got maybe 5 miles, 6 miles away, I stopped the van, took the back up. I said, right, you kids, where's the hard drive? What hard drive? Oh, you telling me you left the hard drive in there? And then they've got all computers, and they've nicked all the people's watches, and they've nicked all their chains, they've nicked the wallets, the monies. I've gone mad. You haven't got the hard drive? That means they've got us on camera. I'm going, fucking hell, man. I'm going to get well nicked here by things are going, you know. Drove my mate, this guy who becomes a supergrass, not a supergrass, but bad grass. Take him, Steve, to his house, chuck him off, 2 or 3 boxes of phones. These, I think they were called, what they call them? I forget the name of them now. Anyway. He'll come back in a minute. So got his phones. He's got 3 boxes of them, and what's the name? Anyway, he's got 3 boxes of his phones. So he wants to sell them to get his bit of money to live on while we're selling the lorry loads. Yeah. So I give him the phones. He takes them to his Indian shop that he knows, gets some money for the phones. He's got to go back and get more money. So come back. What is his phone's called? Anyway, so he goes, gives the phones to this geezer. I then park the lorry up, get another lorry, put all these things on, leave the lorry, burn the thing, the front, and all this and that. Anyway, get all the things on another van, gone. Give all the stuff to these people to sell. I've got a few bob myself. They give me a few bob. I goes back to my place. Phone calls, my mate's phoned me up and said, right, we sold all the phones. Take your mate to get all the other phones, right? He said, I've got them sold. So I phoned him up. I said, Steve, get the other phones up, give them to the, I said, get them from the shop, give him his money back or whatever. We want the phones, we're going to get good money for these phones, yeah? He's gone there, he's had murder of the Indian, he took the phones, the Indians called the police, said this, that and the other. They've gone round Steve's house, but these ain't SO19, these ain't armed police, these are just normal blog police that come to your door. Goes to the door, knock his door, opens the door, police officers, can we have a quick word? As they walked in, it wasn't me, it was a guy called Ray Hill, he'd done this, he'd done that. Well, I couldn't believe it, mate. He grassed us up. He had all the uniforms, SO19, Custom Excise Eye. He put them all in the back garden in a cat house. And a big cat house, he had them all out there. Oh, he told them everything, all the DNAs and the things. And so I'm indoors. I'm sorry, the buzzer goes because I'm on the 10th floor. Buzzer goes. He comes up, Steve, lets him in. What's up, mate? Oh, murders, mate, you know what I mean? I need some money. I said, look, I can give you a couple of grand, you know what I mean? But you can't get the rest of me because I haven't got it myself, mate. Give him some money. He goes. Half hour later, knock at the door. Open the door. It's 2 women. Well, I'm out my nut on crack. I'm gone. But it's 2 women. We want to check your television, sir. I said, look, see you later. Slam the door in the face. Walk back in, on the bed, on the crack. Boom. All of a sudden, about an hour and a half later, crash. My front door's going back. They can't get in my front door because of the way I've got it done, yeah? But they've got this thing called a shredder. They're shredding the door. And they get in, and I'm jumping out of bed, naked. They're telling me to come out backwards. I wouldn't come out backwards. I went out forward. Little did I know, but the police was told that on the right-hand side, as you come through the door, there's a cupboard and they've got some guns in there. I don't know nothing about no guns, but they're in there, yeah. So now they've got any guns in there. If I'd come out the other way, fell over, they'd have shot me. Think I was going with the guns. Anyway, so they take me outside on the passageway. Who's there? These two birds that knocked at the door of the old Bill, weren't they? So I'm naked. So I'm walking down there with the old Bill, and I thought to myself, what I've got to do? I've got to get out of here, mate. Right. Fucking hell, what did I do? Goes down the stairs, thinking I could go. Every set of staircases, old Bill, armed old Bill, waiting, you know. So eventually goes to, what's it called, Wembley Police Station. No comment, no comment. Anyway, winds up back in the scrubs here. This geezer has done so much damage. It's unbelievable. I can't believe what's happened, you know what I mean? Because now I'm in the scrubs. I'm up for a serious charge. I'm up for attempted murder. I'm up for GBH of intent, section 18. I'm up for X amount of phones at the car phone warehouse. It looks like they're going to throw the keys at me. I think I'm in trouble, mate. Then they're telling me that I could get an IPP, don't know what an IPP is. Anyway, you know the rest. I'll finish the story later. Bang, 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 nice one.